viewers, in this video we'll see operating costing. Operating costing is otherwise known as operation costing or service costing. We'll see now what is meant by this operating costing. Operating costing, also known as service costing, it is a method of cost ascertainment used in those undertakings which provide services. Okay, this operating costing is nothing but it is a method to ascertain the cost for the industries which is providing services. Okay, and in this costing is specially designed to ascertain and control the cost of services. Okay, this costing method is specially designed for that, and the industries using this service costing are transport companies, electricity company, hospitals, cinema houses, school, colleges. The organization provides services, that kind of industries will use this operating costing. Okay, and they use this operating costing to find the cost per unit. And definition of operation costing, according to CIMA London, operating costing is that form of operation costing which applies where standardized services are rendered either by an undertaking or by a service center within the organization. Okay, the organization itself, that is the undertaking itself, will offer the standardized services to the customers, or any service center within an organization, one service center will offer the service to the customers. Okay, and now we'll see the characteristics of operating costing. Uniform service is provided to all the customer. Okay, there will not be any difference in the services for different customers. Okay, the uniform service will be provided to the customers. Services are produced on a regular basis. Without any interruption, the services will be provided to the customers. Capital is invested more in fixed assets. Okay, in this operation costing, the capital is invested in fixed assets. For example, the transport company will buy buses or the vehicles. Okay, likewise, the most of the capital is invested in fixed asset. The operating costs are classified into fixed and variable. Okay, and these are the cost unit of the service organization. For passenger transport service, passenger kilometer will be ascertained. Goods transport service, per ton kilometer the cost will be ascertained, and for hospital, per bed, per patient or per day, and hotel per room, per bed, cinema theatre per man show, and electricity supply kilowatts hours per, canteen service, men cup of tea or coffee, boiler house cubic centimeter, and these are the cost per unit. Okay, will be ascertained in this service organization. And in the chapter we'll see this passenger transport service, goods transport service, hospital, hotel, cinema theatre, and electricity supply. Okay, in this video we'll see this transport costing. Transport costing is a type of service costing which is employed in transport undertakings. Okay, the transport undertaking will use this type of costing records. The term transport includes all mode of transport. Transport here means air, water, rail, and as well as the road. But this chapter is confined only to the road transport, that is transport of good and transport of service. Okay, the objective of transport costing is finding out the cost of operating the vehicle. Okay, the objective of this costing is to find out the cost for operating the vehicle. It may be a bus, or it may be a truck, or a lorry, or anything like that. Okay, to determine the price to be charged for the usage of service by customers. Okay, and this is also used to determine the price to be charged to the customers. Okay, and this is a formula to calculate the running kilometer, that is number of buses into proportion of buses operating into number of days operated into number of trips per day into distance of the route in kilometers. Okay, first they'll ask us to prepare this running kilometers. For that, the formula is if there is any number of buses that we have to take here, and proportion of buses operating That is, it may be laid on for repairs. So we should not take that. Okay. The effective running of the bus only we have to take it here. That is proportion of buses operating and number of days operated and number of trips per day and distance of the route in kilometers. We have to take it here. We have to multiply all these things. We'll get this total running kilometers. Okay. And next, this is a formula to calculate passenger kilometer. Number of buses into proportion of buses operating into number of days operated into number of trips per day, distance of the route in kilometers into number of passengers and seat occupancy rate. Okay, this is the new one. In addition to this, we have to multiply this number of passengers and seat occupancy rate in order to calculate this total passenger kilometer. Okay. The other formula also we'll have, that is total running kilometers into number of passengers into seat occupancy rate. Okay. Yes. We can find this and we can multiply this number of passengers and seat occupancy. We'll get the same answer. Okay. While doing the problem, I'll show you. Okay. First, we'll see one problem. JJ Travels employs 5 buses which run over a route of 140 kilometers one way, making one round trip per day. The buses run 360 days per year and 10% of them on average are laid out for repairs. Ascertain the total running kilometers per year. Okay, here the number of buses is 5 and it runs for 140 kilometers one way. So we have to take both the ways because it makes a one round trip. No, it goes and come. So 140 into 2 we have to do, and the buses run on all the 360 days. So the number of days is 360 and 10% is laid down for repairs. So the proportion of buses operating is only 90% here. Okay, because it laid down for repairs for 10%. So the balance 90% it is effectively running. Okay. Let's see how to do this problem. First, I have written the formula. Number of buses is 5 and proportionate of buses 90% and number of days is 360 and number of trips is one round trip only. No, so into 1 and distance is 140 kilometers one way. So 140 into 2 we have to do. Yes. See. Okay. If we do this, we'll get 4,53,600 kilometers. Okay. This is the running kilometers. Okay. Next problem. Calculate the total kilometers and total passenger kilometers from the following. Okay. We have to calculate the total kilometers and total passenger kilometers. The number of buses here is 5 and trips made by each bus is 4. Distance of route is 20 kilometers one way. Here also one way was given. So we have to multiply this with 2. Okay. Because it goes and come. No. So we have to multiply for 20 kilometers for going and 20 kilometers for coming. Okay. And days operated in a month 25 days. Capacity in each bus is 50 passengers. Normal passenger travel 90% of capacity. Okay. Let's see how to do. First, we have to calculate the running kilometer because they asked calculate the total kilometers and total passenger kilometer. So we have to calculate this running kilometers. So number of buses 5. Number of days operated is 25 days. See here 25 and number of trips per day is 4. Distance in kilometers is 20 into 2. Yes, we'll get 20,000 kilometers. Okay. Now we'll calculate the total passenger kilometer. For that the formula is total running kilometers into number of passengers into seat occupancy. Okay. Running kilometer is 20,000. Number of passengers is 50. And seat occupancy is 90%. Okay. If we do, we'll get 9 lakh kilometers. Okay. Using the other formula also, I'll do it for you. Okay. Yes, the other formula is number of buses, number of days operated, number of trips into distance into number of passengers into seat occupancy. Okay. I'll do it. Yes. Check. In both the ways, we get only 9 lakh. Okay. So both the ways we can do this problem. Okay. See here also the passenger kilometer is 9 lakh kilometers and here too will get 9 lakh kilometers. Okay, both the formulas we can use. Okay, I hope now you can able to calculate this total running kilometer and as well as passenger kilometers, right? And I have given you a simple problem. 2 problems I have given you. Just work out the problem and comment the answer. I'll check your answer. Thank you for your patient listening.